Hello everyone, it's Ant Hazuki here, today covering a new and interesting game. It's called Massira Whispers of the Desert, and it's currently available as a PS4 exclusive on the PSN store for a total of £10 or €12. You'll have to excuse me if my voice sounds a little bit throaty. I'm just currently recovering from an operation, but I'm using the time to catch up on some gaming, which is always good. So Massira is a puzzle adventure story game where you play as a young girl caught up in the Syrian conflict as they attempt to get to safety from Syria and make a journey across to Europe. It's a joint venture between Sony Interactive Entertainment and the developer Frostmonkey, and I must say it's quite a bit different from anything else currently available on the store, and it's unusual to be playing a game around something that is still an ongoing conflict in the real world. You play as a girl called Numi, who whilst caught up in a bombing raid tries to escape from the bombardment with her grandmother Yara. There is actually a demo available on the store, and while short, quickly draws you into what the game is trying to achieve. The actual conflict, like any conflict, is obviously horrifying, but instead of trying to be realistic, the development team have taken a low poly approach. And this is quite a nice artistic touch, allowing you to feel comfortable playing as a small child while still understanding the terrible circumstances they find themselves in. The game is meant to be inspired by real facts and experiences, and it attempts to get you to empathise with the plight of refugees, focusing on them themselves solely, rather than, for example, getting any, it's apolitical on the conflict itself. It's just trying to say that these people, the circumstances they're caught up in and what they're having to do to survive. Whilst I enjoyed what the demo had to offer and wanted to see more, the gameplay itself is very basic. For me, it plays like a very simplistic early 3D platformer with the sort of block pushing puzzles that was something that was common back in the day in the PS1 Sega Saturn era, but the genre itself has moved on considerably since. And as previously mentioned, I do like the artistic style, so the low poly models of the characters, for example. The environments at times can feel a bit bland, and probably overall the game doesn't really convey the kind of urgency and the sense of danger. Let's say, for example, at the beginning that we're watching here, that a bombing attack, probably should convey, but they're obviously trying to tread that sort of fine line to being ultra realistic and horrifying, and which everybody knows, but could also put a lot of people off trying to experience something that really goes heavy in on that. So yeah, they're treading that fine line between that and getting you to experience it without being put off and wanting to, at the same time, sort of understanding the events that surround the conflict. Like Drowning, a game about depression that I recently covered on my channel, I feel that this concept, whilst great, the execution isn't quite there. I do, however, feel a little curlish for criticising something that is trying to be different and interesting and give an experience that just simply isn't available anywhere else on the PlayStation Store. It also has some nice little touches, like as you can see here, it employs the touchpad to wipe away the dust. You read a newspaper, for example, about how many people have been affected, which is good. So my recommendation is that seeing this video will sort of give you a clear indication to you what it's about, whether it's interesting to you and whether you can sort of live with its sort of idiosyncrasies. I did enjoy it, and I'm interested to see how the full game develops, and I'll probably pick it up sometime in the future, just to see more of it and see how it ends. So if you enjoyed this video, please chuck me a like or subscribe, it's always appreciated. You can also find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/AntHazuki. Thanks for watching, I will let the rest of the demo now play out. There's another 2.5 minutes. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Cheers!